We all like to think we're invincible, but Mother Nature has a way of reminding us who's boss. Power outages, blackouts, they can strike any time, anywhere. One minute you're scrolling through your phone, the next, bam, you're plunged into darkness. And trust me, 36.7 million Americans facing blackouts every year know this all too well. That's why it's crucial to be prepared, to have a plan, a checklist of essentials to see you through those dark hours. Because when the lights go out, panic sets in. You fumble for your phone only to realize it's about to die. You stumble around in the dark, tripping over who knows what. It's not a situation you want to be in, but with a little preparation, a bit of that never say die spirit, you can weather the storm. You can be the one with the flashlight, the one with the plan, the one who stays calm and collected when everyone else is losing their heads. So let's get you prepped and ready for anything. First things first, we need to be able to see what we're doing. Fumbling around in the dark is not only disorienting, it's downright dangerous. That's why a reliable flashlight is non-negotiable. And I'm not talking about that little key ring light you got for free at a conference. We're talking a proper torch, something with some heft, something that screams, I can handle the dark. Now, a flashlight is only as good as its batteries, so make sure you've got plenty of spares, and I mean plenty. Store them in a cool, dry place, clearly labeled, so you're not playing battery roulette when the power goes out. Trust me, there's nothing more frustrating than grabbing your trusty torch only to find it's as dead as a dodo. And remember, those phone flashlights, they're handy in a pinch, but they drain your battery like nobody's business. We need that phone charged and ready to go. So save it for emergencies. A dedicated flashlight is your best bet for navigating the darkness. Think about it. In the wild, I wouldn't rely on a flickering firefly when I need to find my way. I need a powerful beam to cut through the night to illuminate the path ahead. The same goes for your home. Be prepared, be equipped, be the master of your domain, even when the lights go out. In this day and age, our phones are our lifelines. They're our connection to the outside world, our source of information, our way to call for help if needed. So, when the power goes out, keeping that phone juiced up is paramount. That's where a portable phone charger or power bank comes in. Think of it as your backup generator, a little pocket of power to keep you connected. Choose one with a decent capacity, enough to charge your phone a few times over. Keep it topped up and ready to go because you never know when you might need it. Imagine this, the power goes out, you're stuck at home and you need to contact emergency services. But your phone battery is on its last legs. Panic sets in. Don't let that be you. Be prepared. A portable charger is like having a safety net, a little peace of mind in your pocket. It's like knowing you've got a sturdy rope to rappel down a treacherous cliff face. It gives you options, it gives you control, and in a blackout situation, that's worth its weight in gold. Let's face it, when the lights go out, our first thought isn't always, oh dear, what about dinner? But trust me, a rumbling stomach can turn a minor inconvenience into a major ordeal. That's why having a stash of non-perishable food is essential. I'm not talking about gourmet meals here, just the basics. Canned goods, energy bars, dried fruit, nuts, things that will keep you going without needing to be cooked or refrigerated. Think of it as packing for an expedition. You want lightweight, calorie-dense food that will sustain you. Now, I know what you're thinking, Bear. I'm not surviving in the wilderness. I'm just stuck at home. But the principle is the same. You need to be self-sufficient. You need to be able to rely on yourself. A well-stocked pantry is like having a base camp, a place of security and sustenance when the unexpected strikes. And remember, even if you're not ravenous, having some food on hand can be a huge morale booster. Sharing a simple meal, even in the dark, can bring people together. It can create a sense of normalcy in the midst of chaos. So, stock up those shelves, because a well-fed crew is a happy crew, no matter the circumstances. In a blackout, it's not just the elements we need to be prepared for. Accidents can happen anytime, and without power, even minor injuries can escalate quickly. That's why a well-stocked first aid kit is non-negotiable. We're talking bandages, antiseptic wipes, pain relievers, the works. Make sure it's easily accessible and that everyone in the household knows where it's kept. And don't forget any essential medications. Keep a supply on hand, enough to last a few days at least. Think of it like this. You wouldn't head into the wilderness without a well-stocked medical kit, would you? The same goes for your home. It's your sanctuary, your haven. and you need to be prepared for any eventuality. Now, I'm not saying you need to be a doctor or a paramedic, but having the basic tools and knowledge to treat minor injuries can make all the difference. It's about taking control, being proactive, and ensuring the safety and well-being of yourself and your loved ones. We can survive for weeks without food, but only days without water. It's the elixir of life, and in a blackout situation, it's absolutely crucial. Now you might think, I'll just drink from the tap, but what if the water pressure is affected? What if the water supply itself becomes compromised? That's why having a dedicated supply of clean drinking water is paramount. Store at least 1 gallon per person per day and aim for a 3-day supply if possible. Keep it in a cool, dark place and rotate your stock regularly to ensure freshness. Remember, dehydration can sneak up on you, especially in stressful situations. So, make it a habit to drink water regularly, even if you don't feel particularly thirsty. Think of it like refueling your body, keeping it primed and ready for action. Out in the wild, I've learned the hard way that water is precious. It can mean the difference between life and death. While a blackout might not be as extreme, the principle remains the same. Stay hydrated, stay alert, and stay ahead of the game. In a blackout, information is power. Knowing what's happening, when power might be restored, or if there are any safety concerns in your area is crucial. But with no TV, no internet, and a potentially dwindling phone battery, how do you stay informed? Enter the humble radio. A battery-powered, or better yet, a hand-crank radio is an invaluable tool in a blackout. It allows you to tune into emergency broadcasts, weather reports, and news updates, keeping you in the loop and helping you make informed decisions. Think of it as your lifeline to the outside world, a way to cut through the silence and get the information you need. It's like having a scout out there, gathering intel and reporting back, giving you a clearer picture of the situation. Choose a model with multiple power sources, such as batteries, solar, or hand crank, so you're never left in the dark. Keep it stored with your emergency kit, ready to be deployed when the lights go out, because knowledge is power, and in a blackout that power is priceless. Blackouts often occur during extreme weather events when temperatures can plummet. And even if it's not freezing outside, a power outage can quickly turn your home into a chilly environment. That's why having warm blankets and sleeping bags readily available is essential. Think layers, people. Wool blankets, fleece throws, sleeping bags rated for cold weather. These are your new best friends. Keep them stored in a dry, accessible place so you can easily grab them when the need arises. Remember, staying warm isn't just about comfort, it's about safety. Hypothermia is a real danger, even in relatively mild temperatures, especially for young children and the elderly. So don't underestimate the importance of staying warm and dry. Think of it like building a shelter in the wild. You need to create a barrier between yourself and the elements, a cozy cocoon where you can conserve body heat and ride out the storm. So gather those blankets, snuggle up, and weather the blackout in comfort. Remember that stash of non-perishable food we talked about? Well, it's not much good if you can't open it. That's where a trusty manual can opener comes in. Forget those electric gadgets, we're going old school here. A simple, sturdy can opener is a must-have in any blackout kit, and while we're at it, let's talk tools. A basic set of tools, including a wrench, pliers, a screwdriver, and a utility knife, can be invaluable in a blackout. You never know when you might need to make a minor repair, open a stuck window, or just have a bit of leverage on your side. Think of it as your own personal toolkit for survival, a way to adapt and overcome whatever challenges come your way. It's about being resourceful, being self-sufficient, and having the confidence to tackle any problem that arises. In the wild, I often have to improvise, to use what's around me to solve problems. A blackout can be like that too, but with a few basic tools and a bit of ingenuity, you can overcome any obstacle and come out on top. So there you have it, my essential kit for weathering the storm of a blackout. Remember, it's not about living in fear, it's about being prepared. It's about taking control and ensuring the safety and comfort of yourself and your loved ones. Create your own power outage checklist. Gather those essential items and store them in an easily accessible place. Talk to your family, make a plan, and be ready for anything. Because when the lights go out, the last thing you want is to be caught off guard. Thanks for watching, and remember, stay prepared, stay safe, and never give up. Now go out there and conquer those blackouts.